Sometimes I'll sprinkle some T-Swizzle in there. Thoughts on Pop-Tarts? Okay. This is I'm playing with fire here with the Pop Tarts question, but I do not like certain flavors of Pop Tarts. Like if it's a chocolate Pop Tart, I will like it because the chocolate cookie is kind of like an ice cream sandwich cookie, and I really like it. However, the pure vanilla one just tastes like I'm dousing in flour. Like I'm just grabbing a bag of flour and dumping it down my throat. So I don't really like vanilla Pop Tarts. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. I just had to say it tastes flavorless and weird, and that is why I can't just mess around with Pop Tarts. Sorry, guys. Unless it's chocolate. Chocolate Pop Tarts are pretty good. I've had one in like forever, so I'll have to like actually check that out. But yeah. Opinions on rocks, they're pretty cool. I used to collect rocks when I was a kid. And if I see a cool rock, I'll pick one up. One time as a kid, I picked up a cool rock that had like this white perfect circle on it. I'm like, this is the coolest thing. And then I brought it home, and it turned out that white spot was actually a spider nest or something, like some bug nest. And like there was like a bunch of eggs in there when I accidentally touched that spot. And I cried. I cried just like I did like a few days ago because I swallowed like some fruit flies. So about a few weeks ago, I had this fruit fly problem, and they're gone now. Like I missed 1 week of taking out my compost, which was a catastrophe, and then fruit flies moved in, and it was terrible. But one day they disappeared out of nowhere. I'm like, huh, that's strange. And so I go to like pour like a food, right? Like a cereal, and there turns out to be all the dead fruit flies in there. I didn't know that. I just kind of ate the food, and then I looked at the bowl and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's dead fruit flies all over the place here because I left the box open. This is probably not relatable like at all to any of you. This is just a Minitoon issue, but yeah, and I cried. Very very sad thing. How did they taste? Well, they didn't taste like anything. It was pretty bad because I didn't realize that I had them until I looked at the bowl and just saw them floating there like a horror movie. Just like that time I almost swallowed a beetle too, which was like I was going camping once and I left my water bottle open for whatever reason, and then all of a sudden I take a big jug, and then all of a sudden I feel legs crawling around. I'm like, oh shoot! So I spit it out as fast as I can, and I thought it was a fly, and then I look, and it's a beetle. And that was the second time I've cried for consuming bugs out of like 20. Chocolate covered bananas? I've never had one. I've seen them. I've seen others eat them, but I've never had one. Just like a caramel apple. I've never had one of those either. I've had a caramel onion. I don't want to talk about that experience though. That one's a story for another time. That's another bedtime story. Protein, yeah. Bugs are good in protein, so if you like bugs, I don't blame you. Anyways, uh, um, have you ever ate cat food? No, but I almost ate a dog treat once. That's about as interesting as that story gets. I have no other news. Like I was just opening the cupboard like half asleep. I'm like, oh, cool, bacon. And no, it wasn't bacon in a bag. I don't even know why I thought there was such thing as bagged bacon, but yeah, no. Um, how many bugs have you eaten? That's hard to think. I've lived for over, like 40 years, since I'm like 40 years old, right? So I don't know. It's hard to go back in my memories and dive that deep to like do a bug kill count for the amount of ones I ate. Dry your tears. Um, they dry pretty fast. You ate a fish eye. How'd that taste? I imagine that would taste pretty slimy. Uh, I hope I never have to have that experience because I. That's weird. That's weird to think about. Next message, please. Get me out of here. Opinions on noticing me. Um, how do I respond to that? Uh, I like noticing people, so good opinions. That yeah, that's all I really have to say. To be honest, I'm not very good at answering questions like that. Um, what animal freaks you out the most? Oh, that's tough. That is tough. I gotta say, like, if one animal is gonna be jump scaring me the most, I don't know. I don't know. I have a history. Like, if we're talking just animals in general, I have no idea. Probably like some aquatic animal, like a shark or I don't know, a stingray. Because I have like a huge fear of swimming underwater deep and then suddenly like a giant squid monster just appears out of nowhere and then grabs me by the leg and brings it to it's like Pokestop, and I'm forced to play Pokemon Go with it for the rest of my life. Like I've always had a huge fear of that happening, but it hasn't happened yet. So if we're talking just like just you know normal experiences in my actual daily life, I gotta say the scariest animal was probably, not gonna lie, like a T-Rex. Like one day I was just walking, minding my own business on the safari tour uh, in Alaska, and then all of a sudden a T-Rex just appears out of nowhere. I'm not joking, by the way. This is no scam. This actually happened. A T-Rex just appeared out of nowhere, just flipped my car, and I stood still because if you've seen Jurassic Park, all you got to do is just stand still, and they won't even notice. And then as soon as it turned around, I climbed up into its mouth, up its back into its mouth, and then took out all of its teeth, and then threw the teeth out, and then he couldn't eat me. And so that's how I defeated a T-Rex. True story. That happened. So yeah, just a casual thing. I think it happened last year. I went on vacation to Alaska. It's cold there. It's interesting that like I wonder how Americans get to there on land. Can you just drive there? Is that possible without like getting through the Canadian border? Or do you just have like jetpacks or something on your cars that get installed when you're like crossing into Canada? Like, so you technically don't go into Canada, but you're also like driving your car, or do you just take a ferry? But not like the boat ferries, like a fairy godmother. She just comes and takes one for the team, pulls up your car, and flies you to Alaska. Is that how it works? Kind of makes me think of how like if you look at a map of like Bosnia and Croatia, Croatia just takes like all of the land or the sea border of Bosnia. I wonder if they actually have any access to the sea. They probably do, but it's probably like tiny. It's funny, but also, sorry, Bosnians. I'm pretty sure you would like water. I like water, except for when there's like dead flies in it and stuff, or beetles, like in my case. Actually, no, the beetle that I drank was alive. It was alive. I felt its legs crawling around. When I spat it out, it just walked away. Honestly, I gotta hand it to that beetle. It survived entering both a water bottle, swimming around in it, and survived my mouth. Um, so a drinking habit that I have that I'm not a big fan of is like I swish the water or liquid around before I actually drink it. And it's pretty bad for my teeth, I found out. But it's a habit I had. And if I didn't do that there, I would have totally swallowed that beetle. It would have been really bad. It would have been horrifying. Did you know that turtles breathe through their butts? Is that true? I'm going to Google that. I don't believe you. Do turtles breathe? If you're lying to me, then my my search history is going to be tainted forever. My mom is going to look through this and she's going to be like, "Why are you looking at turtles breathing through their butts? That's disgusting." And then I'm going to be grounded and I won't be able to work on Piggy for like 10 years. And I'm going to be locked in my room. I'll have to find a way to escape, but she'll install like lasers and stuff like that. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy escape. I'll let you know if that happens. Oh, it is true. Oh, they do. Wait, there's more to survive winter? That's how they survive winter? They breathe through their butts? How come I can't do that? I gotta learn how to do that. That's insane. Snoozing birds do that? Frogs? What? Huh? Okay, I gotta learn how to do that. I gotta take notes. That's crazy. That is wild. Kona ice? That actually looks appetizing. It will be an escape room IRL obby. Yeah. Who kidnapped Minitoon obby challenge? 3 a.m. Cops called. Do I like s'mores Pop Tarts? I do. They're probably the only one I can take. Actually, let me Google which Pop Tart flavors are like. Hold on. Chocolate Pop Tarts. I remember seeing like this one meme one, and it was like, yeah, chocolate fudge. That one's a good one. Cookie dough. I don't know. Maybe there are better ones. I have only had like 3 flavors in my life. I should just do a stream where I like buy every possible flavor that's like released right now and then try them all and then rate them. I think that'd be pretty interesting. A Pop Tarts tier list. S'mores. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. That might be pushing it. But then again, the bread does kind of look like a cookie, so it's hard to tell. I'll have to give it a shot. Um, let's see. Do I like your puppy? I think your puppy is adorable. Seriously, what a cutie. That's so precious. As for the meat baby, I wish I did not see that. I may never unsee that. Thank you for sending me a photo of the meat baby, but please never again. Please don't contact me or my family ever again. I'm not gonna sleep now. Bedtime has just been canceled thanks to meat baby. What was I doing? I can't remember. I was doing something before the Pop Tarts, wasn't I? Oh no, I was gonna tell you the story about well, not really a story, but I saw like this one meme. It's like Pop Tart flavors, and then one of them's like rusty nails. I gotta try that one at some point. Have you ever seen like hyper realistic chocolate? Like there's like chocolate of like rusty bolts and nails. Like it looks like rusty nails, but it actually is chocolate. I want to do that. I want to buy a kit and then like tell my friend, "Oh, check out this awesome set of rusty nails I bought," and then just take a bite out of it like it's nothing, and then scare my friends. It would kind of be a waste of money. I think a whoopee cushion might be more worthwhile, but still, technology is going in like the best direction where we can make rusty nail chocolate. Isn't that wild? I like to imagine